What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight, okay, making their debut on the channel tonight, we have the legendary Cream. Yes, indeed. How about that? Cream making their debut on the channel. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to doing all of the clicks and the likes and the bibbidi bop, do me a favor before you do all that stuff. Please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from Stubble McShave, and it was also the winner of the Premier Tier Patreon Request Prioritization Poll, winning with 38% of the vote. It was close, but Cream got the win. It was number 939 in the queue. It got bumped straight up to number 1. So yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen, your voice, your vote does matter. They all want to see me react to this. It is Cream with a tune called Crossroads. Now, have I heard this song before? This is where things are going to get interesting. I'm almost positive I've heard this song before. I'm sure I have. But the thing is, I don't know the names of the songs, of the Cream songs that I've heard. I know I've heard several songs by them, but I don't know any of the titles. So I'm like 90% sure I've heard this before. I just don't know the name of the song. So be ready for me to pause and go, yep, okay, I know this song. I know it. And now I know what the name of the song is. It's Crossroads. Then again, there might be a chance, there might be a possibility that I haven't heard the song at all before, and I'm completely blank slated on this. So, folks, I'm not going to sit here and say I've heard it, and I'm not going to sit here and say I haven't heard it. We're going to have to just kind of play this one by ear, okay? We'll see. But no matter what, whether I've heard it or I haven't heard it, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm going to be honest with you guys. All right, let's see. This was posted by The Shrimp King. All one word, and it is the T-H-E-E. No spaces, just The Shrimp King. God, these names. And the video has 933,000 views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Cream, Crossroads, Royal Albert Hall 2005. Okay, so this was almost 20 years ago. So I'm assuming this is song 15 to 22. They put on a 22 song set. Good for them. Good for them. Give those people their money's worth. Absolutely. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
I went down to the crossroads.
Stop. Okay, I've heard the song before. Okay. All right. You know, I had a feeling this I was going to be in this situation. Okay, so I know the song. I've heard the song. Okay. All right, so here's the deal, folks. I do know the song. I've heard the song before. I'm very familiar with the song before. I think I might have even played the song before, but maybe I just don't realize it. I don't know. Maybe I haven't. I'm not 100% sure. I've played a lot of songs in my lifetime, folks. But I know the song. I am familiar with the song. Now I know what the song is called. This is Crossroads. Here's the problem. I know the song, so I can't take the song into account here. The song is no longer a factor. I will be reacting to the live show. Oh boy. That changes things drastically. So I'm going to be looking at primarily, I'm going to be looking at stage presence, stage energy. Oh boy. Stage interaction. Oh boy, again. Crowd interaction. Okay, well, I mean, Eric Clapton's known for doing some crowd interaction, so hopefully we'll see it. Showmanship. Oh boy. Folks, I don't have a good feeling about this. I really don't.
I got a bad feeling about this.
Oh man. Oh, please. Please don't put me in this position. All right. You know what? Let's just start over and let's hope for the best here. Jack Bruce on the bass.
I'm on my knee. Down to the crossroads. Well, I'm on my knee. Ask the Lord above mercy. Say, please, if you please. I went down to the crossroads. But the flag ain't right.
Before he goes into his next solo, let me stop. I have such a bad feeling about this. Look, oh God, this is really putting me in a bad position. I understand that Cream is a legendary band. I get it. I absolutely get it. And folks, I am not disagreeing with that statement. I agree with that statement 100%. They are a legendary band. They have had so much influence on the world of music, man. They really have. They've really helped shape the direction of music for decades, okay? All the respect in the world to Eric Clapton. All the respect in the world to Jack Bruce. All the respect in the world to Ginger Baker, okay? I know all three members of the band. That's how much I respect Cream, okay? I get it. And they are playing this song really well. I mean, they are. They're absolutely ripping it up. And I love that, okay? Absolutely love it, especially concerning the fact that doing it in a live setting, okay? I will give all the credit in the world to that. Unfortunately, this channel has a format, and this channel has rules. And the rules very clearly state that if I know a song, if I've heard a song before, I can't take the song into account, which is a real shame. Because I'm digging the tune, man. I'm digging the tune, and I'm digging how well they're playing it in a live setting. After all of these years, they're still pulling it off flawlessly. Great on them, okay? Fantastic on them. But according to the rules of the channel, I can't take that into account. All I can take into account is the visual aspect. Stage presence, stage energy, stage interaction, crowd interaction, showmanship, production. These are the things, and the only things that I can honestly react to, because I've heard the song before. Folks, I hate to say it. I don't want to say it. I really don't want to say what I have to say, but I have to say it. From a purely visual standpoint, let's be honest here. It kills me to say this. This is boring to watch. It's boring to watch visually. Strictly visually, this is not a lot of fun to watch. Okay? It's just not. Man, I hate my own rules sometimes. I do. 95% of the time, the rules of the channel, the format of the channel, it works great. It works great. I'm never going to change it. Okay? I'm never going to change how this channel runs. But every once in a while, I'll find myself in a situation like this where I'm going to end up giving this a score that I personally absolutely do not agree with. But I have to do it because that's how I've done it for every other video on the channel. I cannot make exceptions, because if I make exceptions for one, I have to make exceptions for everyone. So this is going to be brutal. Oh, man. I don't want to do this. I really don't want to do this. I don't. Because I know this is going to be like that Dire Straits reaction. You know, people are going to be pounding on me and hounding me and, you know, criticizing me. How could you possibly give this a 7? Because that's what the visual was. This is going to be one of those reactions I know for a fact I'm going to regret doing. I'm going to regret this. I know it. I know going into this, I know I'm going to regret this now. Now that I know the position I'm in, and I'm going to regret this. I know I'm going to regret this. Let's just rip off the Band-Aid. Let's get this over with. Crossroads, I believe I'm sinking down.
I do. Come on, Eric Clapton. Eric Clapton on the guitar vocals.
Yeah, man. On guitars and vocals. The legendary, yeah, the whole band's legendary. Every member. Jack and Ginger, great rhythm section. My stomach right now is turning itself into knots, wrapping itself into a pretzel, and doing somersaults in the pike position. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this because I know how this is going to go. Oh my God. I'm going to get crucified. I'm going to get absolutely crucified on this. I know I am. This is one of the rare times on the channel where I do not want to go any further. I just want to stop the video right now and leave it alone. But if I do that, I'm going to be called out for copping out. No, I got to do it. I got to do it. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do what I have to do. But I have to do it. Let me get my thoughts together. Let me brace myself. I'll see you in the review, and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Cream with a live performance. Please keep that in mind. A live performance of the song Crossroads. This was a request from Stubble McShave, and it was also the winner of the Premier Tier Patreon Request Prioritization Poll, winning with 38% of the vote. Moving it from number 939 in the queue straight up to number 1. So yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen, your voice, your vote does matter. Okay, before I give my score, two things. One, I said at the beginning of the reaction that there was a very good possibility, a very strong possibility that I heard the song before. I wasn't 100% sure because I've heard a number of Cream songs. I've heard a number of songs by Cream that I didn't catch the title. I've heard the song, I listened to the song, and I never knew what the name of the song was. So when I saw I was doing a Cream reaction, I was like, there's a good chance I've heard this before. But I'm not like other reactors. I don't go and check. I don't go and cheat and listen to the song ahead of time and figure out, oh, I've heard it before or not. I just don't do that. My reactions are 100% real and 100% genuine. When I say I've never heard a song before, I mean I've never heard a song before because I haven't gone and cheated and listened to the song ahead of time like 90% of the other reactors out there. So I had no idea. I had no idea. I had a pretty strong idea that I had, but I wasn't 100% certain. Within the first 15 seconds to 20 seconds of the song, I'll be honest with you, folks, I immediately recognized it. I immediately recognized the riff, but it's a simple blues riff in A, okay? There are hundreds of songs that have a blues riff in A. So I had to be sure, and I was sure when I heard Eric Clapton come in with the vocals. Once I heard the vocals kick in, I was like, okay, yep, that's it. I know it, I know it, I know it. And then reality slapped me in the face. And I had the realization that I am in a pickle now. I am in a real pickle. And that brings up number 2. Since I have heard the song before, and now I know for a fact that I have, because it's a live performance, I can still do a reaction and evaluation, but unfortunately, I have to take the song out of the equation because I know the song. I recognize the song, so the song can no longer be a factor. And that really puts me in a position. It really does. it really puts me in a bind because I have a score here, and the score is based completely on the live performance, which unfortunately takes, like I said, takes the song out of the equation and focuses completely on the live performance, which unfortunately is mostly visual. I can take how well they play the song into account. I can definitely do that. I can put that in, but unfortunately, that only equates to a very small part of the song. And I have, as a result, I have a score here that I really do not want to give. I do not want to give this score because I know I'm going to give this score and I am going to be crucified in the comments. I know it. I have no choice. My channel has rules. My channel has standards. I have never made exceptions for anybody else. And unfortunately, this falls into the same gap. I want to be very clear that the score I'm about to give does not necessarily reflect how I personally feel. I really wish I had never heard the song before. I really do, because then I could take the song into account. I could take the performance of the song into a much higher account. But unfortunately, I can't. I've never made that exception for any other band. I didn't make that exception for Dire Straits. I did not make that exception for Pink Floyd. So unfortunately, guys, I cannot make that exception for Cream, as much as I would love to. I'm gonna regret this. I know I'm gonna regret this.
That's my style. I like to kick them when they're down.
Let's just rip off the Band-Aid. Get on, folks. Feel free to get your pitchforks and torches ready because I already know they're coming. I'm well aware. On a scale of 1 to 10, I don't want to give this score. I really don't want to give this score. Basing this completely on the live performance, which is mostly visual, okay? I'm going to give that a 3.4. Yeah, 3.4. Folks, listen, I take absolutely no pleasure at all in giving that score. I hate that score. I hate the fact I have to give that score. But looking at this objectively, taking personal feelings out of it, and basing my score completely on the live performance, I have to give it a 3.4, guys. I have to. Let me tell you why. Why? I don't want to do this. I really don't want to do this. A 3.4, what does that mean? Well, a 3.4 unfortunately translates to a pretty bad scale rating, so I think this was a pretty bad live performance from a visual standpoint. It gets 2 out of 5 stars and a D+ letter grade. So there you go, a 3.4, pretty bad scale rating, 2 out of 5 stars and a D+ letter grade. How did I come to that score? Oh, I really wish you hadn't asked that question. Taking personal feelings aside, taking them completely out of the equation, taking the song itself and the iconic status of the song and the iconic status of the band out of the equation, and looking at this purely objectively from a visual standpoint, let's go down the checklist, and I think you'll see how I got here. Stage presence, I'll give that a check. Absolutely. Listen, I'm going to give everything a check I possibly can, because I'm going to try to save myself as much pain and anguish as I possibly can. So yeah, I'm going to give the stage presence a definite check. Stage energy, nope, there wasn't any. Jack Bruce was sitting down the entire time. I mean, that pretty much sums it up, guys. That's not good. It didn't look good. There was no stage energy at all. Stage interaction, nope, none. I mean, At the end, after the song was over, Jack Bruce introduced, Eric Clapton. That's great. But it didn't happen during the performance. It didn't happen during the song itself. And even then, I don't know if I'd really call that a stage interaction. They were talking to each other, but they weren't really interacting and up next to each other. So I'm gonna say no. Crowd interaction. Was there any crowd interaction? No. No crowd interaction. I hate this. I really hate this. Showmanship. Can I give that a check? Not really. I'm trying, folks. I'm really trying to check everything off I possibly can, and unfortunately, I can't check that. I can't check showmanship. Production. No, there was no production either. It was just the three guys on the stage. No, nothing visually stimulating. I'm gonna get killed in the comments. I know it. Know it. I might just turn comments off for this. I'll just kind of play it by ear. If everybody's gonna come after me and not understand where I'm coming from, I'm just gonna turn comments off. Did they play the song well? Oh yeah, they did. Yeah, they did. They killed it. They killed it. They absolutely killed it. I loved the performance of the song. I do, man. I mean, they knocked it out of the park. They absolutely knocked it out of the park. Home run all the way down. 450 feet. Doink! Right into the center stadium, right into the center field, man. 450 feet. Easy. Easy. Just, I wish I could take that into account. Look, there's no denying that these three gentlemen are top-notch musicians, okay? Eric Clapton, world-renowned guitarist and vocalist. Jack Bruce, when you talk about solid bass players in the history of music, anybody who doesn't put him in the top 10 is out of their minds. He is an absolute human metronome. And what really blows me away about him is the fact that he, like 80% of his playing is with his index finger. Like he very rarely uses his middle finger. He'll use his middle finger like maybe once every 4 measures, maybe. It's pretty much all index, man. The guy is just a machine. Ginger Baker, one of the most solid and smooth transitional players you will ever hear on the drums. Transitioning from phrase to phrase, he always knows like the perfect fill. He really does, man. He knows exactly what fill to play in what part of the song, and no matter what the fill is, he is smooth as glass. The guy just knows how to fill. All three of these guys, I give all the credit in the world to for being top-notch musicians, okay? Absolutely every single day of the week, twice on Sunday, twice on Saturday, 4 times on Sunday. I mean, these guys are legendary, okay? But unfortunately, the rules of my channel are very clear. I've never made exceptions for anyone before, and I'm not about to make exceptions now. So unfortunately, guys, I hate this. That 3.4 is gonna stay. Purely for the visual aspects of the performance. One thing I forgot to mention, Stubble McShave wanted me to mention this. He requested another version of this. I think it was from 1968, I think. He requested another version of this. So there's going to be people that are going to be like, well, why didn't you react to that version? It's in the queue, guys. It's in the queue. I will be reacting to it eventually. Although, I'll be honest with you folks, I kind of don't want to, because we may find ourselves in this exact same position. But then again, maybe the 1960s version, maybe it has better stage energy, stage interaction, crowd interaction. Maybe it's better in that one. I don't know, but I hope it is. But just to put everybody's mind at ease, there is another version. It is in the queue. I will be getting to it when its time comes. So please keep that in mind. Let's wrap this up. Let's wrap this up and give you guys your room and your space to crucify me. So, we got 3.4, which is a pretty bad scale rating. 2 out of 5 stars and a D+ letter grade. Please, folks, remember, I don't agree with this score. I hate this score. I don't want to give this score, but I have to because I have to follow my own rules, because if I don't follow the rules of the channel, then there's no reason for anybody else to follow the rules of the channel either. So I hate it. I don't like it. I don't agree with it. Personally, I can't stand it. And I really wish I could make it higher. But unfortunately, folks, I can't unless I just take my integrity and toss it out the window. So 3.4, that's where we're at, and that's where we're gonna stay. So yeah, 3.4, pretty bad scale rating, 2 out of 5 stars and a D+ letter grade. Ugh, take your pick, I don't care. Whichever one of those floats your boat. Final word, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's gonna do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hope I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, then I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, well then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for tonight, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.